Don't you think you ought to tell me who you are first?
Why?
On a bright, sunny, or rainy day, I can listen to K Rene. Topics of the day: why sex don't match the love, our relationship sucks, why the boys play, experience immaturity, politics and currency gains, economics, Spotify it, you can find it, sign of the times for the deaf, dumb and blind. Don't miss it, call the number one, state your name and what's your interest. K Rene, K Rene, K Rene, K Rene, K Rene.
What up, what up, what up? How are you? Thank you. You know, I always appreciate all of the love and the support that you all show me here in this fake live studio audience, because without you guys, I would not know what to do. So thank you all for coming back and joining me with a new episode of the K Rene Show. I am your host, K Rene, and I say a whole bunch of crazy shit. A lot of things that some people really don't want to say, and some things you're scared to say. So I'll just take care of all of that good stuff for you in the middle. Okay, pumpkin? Okay, because it is fall. And I think I should call you pumpkin. You are pumpkin, and pumpkin you will be. Yes, until we roll into winter. And then you can be, I don't know, candy cane, I don't know, snowflake, I don't know, fucking cold as a bitch, you know, I don't know, you can be something. I'll give you something different then. But anyways, welcome back, my loves. I hope you all have had a great week. It is raining and gray here in the great city of Baltimore. Yeah, this year, honestly, especially within the fall and the latter part of summer, has really been giving me like the Seattle vibes. Like, it's just the gloom, it's raining, it's just like, it's gray. It's just I don't know, but what I can say is that I'm just not surprised. Nothing surprises me anymore. I just roll with it. I think a lot of us do. I think our mind is just basically set up to just say, all right, just go with it, because whatever is going to be, it's going to be. And this is just what it is. This is our new way of just everyday life. So if you are new to the show, I want to let you know it is a bit explicit. It is a bit wild over here. I say a lot of crazy shit. I'm always cursing a lot. And that's just my love language. Okay. Well, it's one of my love languages. Really honestly, I think my love language is, I shouldn't have to ask. I shouldn't have to say anything. You should just fucking know. You know what I mean? I want you to be psychic for me like I am psychic for you. Mecca like a high, mecca hiney ho. Yes. Mecca like a high, mecca tiny ho. Yeah, genie. Yes. Anyway, a little pee-wee moment. But if you're new to the show, I want you to join. I want you to subscribe. I want you to follow me over on IG at _K Rene Show. I have a YouTube, which is K Rene Show. I do a live edition over there, and I think you'll like it because you get to visually see me, and that's the highlight of the fucking overall, experience, is just seeing me. No, not really, but it's, the fact that you get a little bit of more of a shortened edition of the podcast, and, I'm dramatic, and that's just what I am. And so, yes, follow the page, like, share the content, subscribe, leave comments. I love your comments. I love when you feedback. It is so cool to read them. I thank you all for rocking with me again. And also, I'm on TikTok at Rene Show. So, listen. You can find it, you can listen to it, and everything like that. So, like I said, it is Saturday, it's raining. We are actually going to have a nice little weekend. We're going to a birthday party. And It is at the Great Wolf Lodge. And the cool thing is that me and my son, we've never been there. So it's going to be our experience, like our first experience of going. And we're at a party too? What? Like, yeah, don't get no better than that. And plus, I have like a whole extended weekend because, I'm one of those people that work for the government. And I had to take off. Like, I just had all these hours, and I have a lot of hours that I need to use and haven't been using them from, working from home and shit. So it's like, where the fuck else am I going to go? I don't have an excuse to call out from work because of the fact of me driving, physically to an office. So it's like, all right, so then what? I say I'm sick, and then they're like, all right, that's fine. You can be sick at home. But also, while you're sick at home, make sure you log into your laptop and just work leisurely, in between if you have to throw up, if you have diarrhea, like whatever your sickness is, coughing, sweats, bronchitis, COVID, whatever. But just make sure you tap in, into your work, so that we don't have to try to find somebody to do it for you. So, I had mentioned before, like, how people get upset, like you take off, you got to use your leave and stuff. And, it's like, okay, well, still, I worked hard for that. I believe that, in school, they taught us, of course, how to do this routine, which is to be on time and have a job and know how to understand your paycheck, because that was the basics of maths and then reading and literacy and all of those great basic shits that they teach us or taught us in school. Doing the bare minimum though, that should be my secret fucking word this month. Bare minimum. I know I've said it several times throughout the last couple of shows, but seriously, like, cause that's what everybody is giving, even down, like I said, the school system is janky as fuck. But other than that, if you don't, instill other things into your children at home and teach them and educate them within your way, especially because, us Generation Xers, we got this shit in the bag. Like, we've really been paying attention. Like, we've been in so many different decades, like the latter parts of the 70s, all of the 80s, all of the 90s, all of the 2000s, the 99 and the 2000. Yeah, you're working with some bad years. Okay, anyway, had like Tourette's real quick. I felt like I was juvie. But anyway, moving forward. As I jump down this dark ass rabbit hole, I'm just saying, we got to always make sure that we're staying on top of things and giving more than just what's given throughout the day, especially for our kids. And that's where I talked about, mom powers, activate. That was the topic last week for the episode. And if you missed it, you can find it everywhere on all streaming platforms. I'm talking about right here on Spreaker. Make sure you follow me here on Spreaker and comment as well. And I'm telling you, tell your people, like, this is some good shit over here. It's for the middle-aged women, 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 and the men too. We give you a little something over here. But yeah, join. But Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google, everywhere there's podcasts. And of course, it's on my YouTube page as well. You're welcome. So, moving right along. I don't want to just get into all of it today. You know what I mean? Well, not like all of it, but I'm going to get into the majority of what I can get into. Shall I? Yes. I know you're ready. I know you're ready. Yes. I know. Calm down. I need everybody to just, yes, thank you. You in the back. You are cute. Yes, you are. I know you guys probably like, yo, this girl is fucking nuts. Like, seriously, she's talking to people and they ain't even there. But you know what? That's what keeps the personality awesome. And that's what keeps everything good. So, it's been a lot going on. I'm telling you. Have you ever felt, and maybe again, because I like to just put the disclaimer on, is it just me? Because maybe it is. But as you've become older, and this could just be a me thing, seriously, but if you rolling and you rocking and waving with me on this, then please let me know that it's just not me. But as I have become older, and when like I go to eat something, like, it's a weird vibe. Like, it's a weird feeling, like, in my body, like, my mouth. Like, it's like something it's like an itch. Like, I don't know, like if maybe you feel like this, like an itch, like something just starts to itch on you, like, I mean, your arm or something. It could be hormonal. I don't know if, especially like maybe what I'm eating, or I'll sneeze. Like, oh my gosh, it's like I'm allergic to seasonings like now. And not that I'm not gonna not season my food. Trust the fuck out of me. I'm gonna season the fuck out of my food. But I'm just saying, like, and I know it's not COVID. So it's not COVID. I took tests, because I was, disturbed. Virgos, we are paranoid and we are like hypochondriacs sometimes. Like, we should have just been a fucking doctor. But anyway, moving right along. I just get these weird vibes and feelings throughout my body, like an itch comes out of nowhere, or like my ears feel weird, like something just like, it felt like it just opened up, or it's like a little tingle or something in it. And this is when I bite something to just eat. I don't know, I don't like it. And maybe I should just stop fucking eating. No, that's not gonna happen. Moms, being that again, shout out to the moms. And I, like I said, did the thing with us because, it's always us that's giving the extra miles, especially for our kids, because it's levels to this mom shit, especially when it comes to your children, and especially the fact of not just being that we are parents, but this game of parenting and the game of school, when it comes to our kids, it's a whole different level. Like, the accolades that we get to receive is that, one, the middle school diploma, okay? Graduating from middle school, because that's a halfway mark right there, And then not even just graduating from middle school, but it's the graduation from high school, because that's the end cap mark. Like, we were able to get them through the school years. They achieved their graduations. They made it. They were successful. We helped to do that even through their puberty stages and their changes of attitude and hating us. Well, I'm not at that age yet with my son, but I know it's coming, and it's little branches that's falling off now, just, by him being 8. So I know it's going to get different when he gets more into the preteen years. And so, yeah, what I have also noticed is that once we get to help them achieve those accomplishments with graduation, because, we're constantly teaching as well at home, and we want to make sure that, especially for whatever classes that they're not doing well in, that we're trying to do what we can to help them to, be successful and achieve that grade that, makes them feel as though that they are also comprehending, even if stuff is going too fast for them at school. And, speaking of that, let me just jump away from this real quick, and I'm going to get back to where my point was. But, I've been having issues, as I had mentioned in the last show, about the school and the teachers. And this year has been weird. Well, in other news, I'm not the only fucking mom that's been dealing with this with that same teacher. And just the way that the teachers are this year, and me knowing some of my son's like classmates, parents, and, having a conversation, I found out, honestly, I'm not the only one in that damn boat either. Exactly. And it was like so crazy because I was speaking to another parent, and it wasn't even that we mentioned the teacher's name at all. We did not throw that bitch under the bus. But what happened was, in the midst of us having a conversation and talking, another parent had to was walking by, and she overheard us. And she said, "I am so sorry," because she apologized. She said, "I don't mean it as if I was eavesdropping in your conversation." She was like, "But are you talking about Miss Ahmed A.M.?" I was like, yes. Now that's bad. That somebody that wasn't even in the conversation, that just heard the different breakdowns and descriptions, knowing that we were talking about her. So obviously, us parents are feeling the same, especially when it comes to this teacher and also other examples that this teacher has been giving, honey, after school with this other students, people's children, in their face, pointing their finger. And my son was telling me, like, she's always upset and yelling. And I was like, it can't be all the time. Like, this is just way too much. But nah, it is all the time. So now the plot thickens, and now we know what we need to all be watching and, again, observing more. And the lady even told me that she went above her head because she was not reaching back out to her, and told her boss, which is the principal. I said, yes, mother, do it. Give them all of it, okay? I live. Anyway, moving right along. I was saying, back to the point, because I am on point today. Better than you know. Better than you know. We drink more as mothers as the kids get older. And if you weren't a drinker before mom, you're going to drink. You're going to start. And I'm telling you, I am not a drinker. I am the mixologist. I'm the certified bartender, to help you in layman's terms. Because some people are like, what's a mixologist? It's not a scientist, but you got to know ingredients, and it is a chemistry within making drinks, especially baking as well. So with that being said, learning to hold your liquor a lot more, because you know what? You need to. And at this older age, you can't afford to show your weaknesses in the streets. And so, yes, I've noticed a lot of moms have wine cabinets, racks, wine clubs, subscriptions. Yes, that is me. I am moms. I am moms. Anyway, moving right along. Like I said, have you guys noticed out there that there has been an increase of advertisements for hims and hers? Now, I am fascinated and I am intrigued, because this shit came from like nowhere. And I mean, it crept up into our world like within the last 3 months. I want to say it's been a little bit more heavy in rotation for the commercials. And the first one that I noticed was the one called Hims, which was for the guys. Oh, yeah. You're talking about entertainment for me since the writer's strike had happened? I probably won't say it's been like that top notch. But Hims, the first commercial, which was the sad man walking around and was like, is my hair falling out? And then the other guy that gets on the elevator and he's just like, I got ED. And then the one guy that's like walking and talking like, I'm starting to feel so depressed. Thank you, America, for finally giving the spotlight to men on the most embarrassing fucking commercials. It is your time to shine, men. It's your time to shine. I am so happy to have seen this shit. I am so happy to be a part of the living, to finally see the day where they have to put the men on blast for the shit that you guys need now and have been needing and have been being real discreet about your little problems and things of nature all these years, all these decades. It's a man's world. Well, guess what? Who's starting to run it? Ladies. And guess what else that I am just so like over the hill about? Because you can go and fill out questionnaires and little, quizzes and things. And then they can link you up with some kind of, as I have air quotes popping off, with a professional, a medical professional that will write you prescriptions for shit. Erectile dysfunction, hair loss, depression. I love it. And the men are all chiming in for each other and rallying. Like, yeah, if you was thinking about calling yesterday, you're already too late. You better do it now. Like, yeah, it's the best time in the world. Should have took care of this problem a long time ago. Yeah, because you don't want to show face to have to be in front of an actual doctor, And then they got the ones for hers too, but they just regular schmegular commercial, like shit they've already been putting us on blast for all these years anyway. Vaginal dysfunction, vaginal dryness, yeast infections, heavy flow, periods, period panties, tampons, all this shit, that's been, our shit's been aired out since the beginning of time. And now it is your time to shine. Thank you, Hims. I love it. Oh, I love it. And then, there's another one I've seen on the commercial. The fucking medical world, they are winning right now. There was a commercial for Belnuva. I think I'm saying it right, and I might actually feel like I'm saying it wrong. So just go with it. But it's like, it's a HIV, prevention or HIV, drug. I think it's something kind of like strep, whatever it is. Where I'm going. Okay. Anyway, and it's again also within, I think it minimizes transmitting the disease. So anyway, the fucking commercial I seen, they were having a fucking barbecue in the back. It was a whole party going on. They were dancing and shit. And I'm like, is that how you feel when you take that? And you feel as though like you can kind of still be a little loosey-goosey because you're taking something that might actually help decrease the spread? Or am I wrong? I mean, it's so funny that, HIV, AIDS is not even like the top T anymore. It's not. I feel like COVID beat it out. COVID took over. They was like, yeah, we got other shit dealing with now. We back Israel. Okay. All right. I said it. Here we go. Here we go. Got genocide right in your face. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore. That's why I don't even feel like dealing and dancing in the politic world. I cannot deal with that. But yeah, here we go. I just pray for peace and these babies, these innocent children, these innocent people that just don't need to be involved in any of this bullshit that we got going on. Okay? And we're funding stuff, and I don't want to get deep down in that hole, and I'm going to leave it alone. You know what you know. If you know, then you know. You know. Okay. Next Poland. This shit, these goddamn words right now, baby. They getting to me, but it's another little, it's a birth control implant. Okay. And they put it in your arm. See, they put it in your fucking arm. Here we go. And, here's the kicker, that they made sure that they said this shit loud and clear on the commercial, because the people that tend to be rocking this shit in their arm, it's like no pain. No pain. Like, yeah, okay. Like, why do you want anyway? So they said, if you can't feel it in your arm, bitch, you need to be fucking worried. And well, yeah, I mean, I would be worried, because I remember the last time when I went in the doctor, that shit was right there, visible, right in my forearm. I seen it. We were friends and everything was fine. And then you just happen to wake up like maybe tomorrow and you be like, where'd that thing go at? Yeah, right? Exactly. Like, yeah, shoot me now because I don't know where it went. Why? Why what is all this new shit? Okay? What happened to just them pills? Huh? And then imagine the fact that oh Lord, I can't do it. Anyway, Ravens play tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning, because they're in London. All right, if you care. They lost last week, but I'm just trying to feel like I'm keeping up in the world because of the fact that I got to go to the game with my mom in a couple of weeks. So I'm trying to really be like, yay, All right. I don't even really want to be there. I just hope it's not really cold, but whatever. Anyway, moving on. I just wanted to also mention to any interracial couples out there, okay, especially if you are, playing with the tea bag as far as maybe seeing if you can actually sip this tea. I just want to mention a couple of movies you probably don't want to watch together, okay? One would be American History X. Now, that's a fave of mine. I do like American History X. I really do. I do. And yes, I know Derry and, Lil Bro and the Skinhead Clan. I know all about that, and then he changed his life later, but it's still sad. And it would be like a real quiet, uneasy, uncomfortable moment, I think, unless you got, that right cool ass interracial relationship. But I think you got to build on that first. I would not make that a movie night with your boo. I'm just saying. The other one I would not recommend you watch together as an interracial couple, it would be Monsters Ball. Because, until we get almost like mid part of the movie towards, close in the climax of, and then to end, it's just not good. It's not good. And it makes things, again, could be a little uncomfortable, uneasy. The can you make me feel good? That part might actually be the best thing y'all could watch in the beginning little stages and things of that nature. But it's still hard, especially to touch on the soul, to swallow that. But I would recommend this if you are trying to do maybe a little movie night. Do Loving, because, that is about a couple that also started off within the fact of wanting to love each other and as an interracial couple, and then seeing how they triumphed and went through and, had, trials and things and obstacles they had to climb as a couple, as being interracial. And you're welcome, because I think that would be the best thing for you to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what the fuck I mean. Yeah. If I can help, I'm always here to help. I always want to help you. I always want to help you. Also, ladies, can I get real with you for a minute? Yeah. Listen, I know if you're out there single, and I mean my mid 40s, older ladies, 50s, but don't let your daily routine go just because you're single. You know what I mean? I mean, hygiene either. We're not doing them, I crashed on Ricky's couch last night, and so, I'll just wait till I go home and shower. No! You can't do that. Can't do that no more. It's more important now, more than ever. I mean, the thing about it is, your hormones is changing, and, even down to the extent where things are imbalanced, certain products and things you're not going to be able to use anymore that used to work for you. And they're not masking anything. The odor is still coming through like the sunlight in your window when your blinds are cracked. Me, I sleep like Count Dracula. And I have room darkening curtains because I don't want to see a goddamn thing. Especially on the weekends and I don't have a kid. You know what I mean? I don't want to see nothing about the day. But at the end of the day, you gotta be mindful of that, even down to, the triggers to what everybody else may smell that you cannot. hydration, moisturizing daily. Your skin is constantly changing all the time. The elasticity, get that collagen in you. But again, you don't want to be, and I hate to say it, because it's not cute, but you don't want to be Stubble Susan. Nobody wants to be with a Stubble Susan. Now you're not doing the waxing anymore. And, if you're content and you're already, complacent and you're happy and you're in maybe an established relationship, especially if you're not looking for one and you're married, and you know what, there's something that maybe your husband, your spouse, your wife actually like, that they be like, nah, go ahead and keep all that little extra everything. Great, no problems. But if you're on the prowl trying to get down, Julie Brown, I think maybe you need to definitely make sure that you are still investing in those daily routines and making sure that you're taking care of your skin and yourself and your hygiene, because it is so fucking important. And it really is. Electric youth. Ooh, ooh, you can't hide it. Was that Debbie Gibson? It's electric youth. I think it is, right? I think it is. I feel like, whatever. Anyway, what I want to do is I want to kind of dip in a little bit, talking a little bit more about the fact of, ladies, if you stay ready, then you won't need to get ready, because you'll always be ready. And it's important of knowing to be ready, especially in this day and age and how we are as far as where we are in age and our mentality, our mental state of mind, and where we want to be and what we're trying to invest in and what we're looking for out there. And it is so important, because you know what? Things will move a little fast. And right now we are in a new moon energy. And I'm telling you right now, your manifestations and the energy it's heightened. And so expect things and changes to move really motherfucking fast.
Won't you tell us all about it?
Start at the beginning.
Yeah. And when you come to the end, stop.
Yeah. One thing you have to remember is that as we are older, and I don't know if people who actually really invested in it, but don't have no goddamn white sheets on your bed. Why do you want white? Who has white sheets on their bed? Do you know our body leaks? A friend of mine, we were talking about this, her and I, and it's like, yeah, like I said, dark room, darkening curtains, especially how you sleep. Are you a nude sleeper? Do you not wear underwear, panties? Are you free balling all the time? Like, especially if you sleep, you spread an eagle. If you got your man in the bed or your girl in the bed and, people want to have a little fun under the sheets. And so therefore, again, we're leaking fluids. And I'm just saying, like, why would you want white? Sometimes all fluids aren't white. I'm just saying, like, think of this. Your body is always losing something, okay? And even to the extent as what I'm saying, as far as leakage, I hope there's no, like, downtown Julie Brown, like, leaking out of your private parts. Like, oh, it's not that color, But, I mean, more so within the fact, like, maybe you just, I don't know. Ladies, sometimes they sleep naked, and in that first beginning stages of blood, it could be that color, and here we are, Mary, Aunt Mary. But, moving along, the body, again, your skin, everything. I'm just saying, like, we need to make sure, ladies, especially while we're looking, and, the most interesting thing, if you have never thought about it, actually is like when you have this relationship or this new relationship and, you've been talking for a while and everything, and you haven't been ready, meaning keeping yourself in order and together, and that fucking special moment is coming. Like, and you want it to be amazing. And now you got to take a whole goddamn week to prep your whole self together and get yourself ready and right. Because here's the thing, and I'm going to say this to be honest with you. We keep our body together for us. We don't keep it together for a man or a woman. But we want to keep it together for us because of the fact that we want it to do us right as we continue to age. But you know what the highlight is, though? Is that when you know that everything is right and you know it feels good, don't you know how much of a reward that's going to be for your partner? So when you guys do engage in that first special night of fucking, because I don't know if it's going to be love at that first initiation, that first time, because men, they're doing stuff too, I'm not going to, let me let you know, I know they're doing things as well to prep. They're scrubbing down probably for days, getting everything together, knowing how they have the sweatiest balls and the odor, and then washing and like thoroughly really washing, so that again, if you're gonna go down and give them the best of all of the best pleasure of head, then they know that you're gonna basically receive them well, and that again, you may want to spend more time as far as if things weren't fresh and so clean that you would come back up after a 30-second commercial. So with all that being said, stay ready so you don't have to get ready, because you shouldn't want to have to do a lot of prep work. And then the front is that, again, you're fronting, because if you're not and you haven't been keeping yourself together, then now you're trying to keep up with this new routine all together, just to appease this person, because you already know that now that they've had you, been with you, they are accustomed to knowing what they are to expect. And you're going to have to continue to keep it up. So this is why you need to also know that if you are on budgets and you have to still make things still presentable, them feet have to be good, sis. Okay. Get your little scrubber, get your little petty spa, get your little things as far as your pedicure kit, as far as your scrubbers, the soaks, trimming your nails. You can also get a DIY, do it your motherfucking self, wax kits. They are on Amazon. You can get the strips that are already pre-waxed. Okay. Another thing is, again, the moisturizing, as I said, the products change as our body changes. We can't always keep using the same shit as we continue to get older. You have to switch it up. So you're going to have to use the things that that actually works now for this skin. This skin is different, sis. This skin ain't the same skin you had when you was 20 and 35. Okay. This is different and it's going to get older, and your products are going to continue to keep changing as your skin changes. Adding more water, especially if you're not the one that like to drink water, you're going to have to flush more, put more water in your body. It helps your skin. It has a natural glow. It gives it a natural glow. And, laying off of, again, changing the diet up, because as I've said before, it takes us longer to just lose a few pounds now because the metabolism has slowed down. So you're going to have to keep some type of a exercise routine regimen, as far as maybe today you work on just your legs, your lower body. Tomorrow you work on just your arms. Maybe the next day you rest. The next day after you put them both together. But you're going to have to start finding things that work for you, because when you have that whole mindset and you're walking around knowing that you're doing what you're supposed to do to take care of yourself, this is how you attract, baby. You attract that opposite, and they're coming for you. It's the universe that's gonna draw them in, baby, because of the fact that it's what you're pushing and you're giving as far as within to the universe around within you. But you want to make sure that you can't take care of yourself, because of the fact that if you don't take care of that skin, you're not taking care of your body. What comes next is going to be prescriptions, and then specialists because of the fact that you're too far gone, and now they're going to have to work within trying to get this part back to, some type of baseline of normalcy, or, now we have to regulate this because of the fact that, you never did XYZ and you should have had more of this than that. And that's meaning everything inside is starting to break down. So we have to, again, be mindful of. That's why when you think of older women, and we've seen them as we were younger, starting those gardens and, seeing that they were starting to get into those little Pilates classes and stretching classes and, doing their little walks and doing the mall walkers. I remember laughing at those ladies that were wall marker. Mall walkers. I told you my tongue is ruffles have ridges. Now let me stop, y'all. But anyway, moving right along. We got to do what we got to do. And again, like I said, it keeps the sexy time good, because then your partner appreciates what they have, what they're feeling, what they're tasting, what they're inside of. The experience is like, yay. And I swear, I'm telling you right now, the older women, the older they get, the more they are looking for it. They are really on the prowl. Like they are, they're out there. Cats, cougar cats. Yes. So yeah, again, like I said, make sure you staying ready. And, pretty much that's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. We got fall, which is here. The best seasons is fall and winter for me. And hopefully maybe this might be the year, the cuddle time, the matching pajamas, that little, yes. But like I said, another thing is to remember this too. As I just mentioned, fall is here. Winter is coming. Colder weather. Again, more beatings on your skin. Protect it. Wear them scarves. Keep them hats on. Keep your skin moisturized. And, ladies, let's just take care of ourselves. And let's say our prayers and keep everything as far as within our good energy to circulate through this universe and through this world and these wars that are going on and these children, these families, these people dying just for no fucking reason. So let's definitely, just take a moment of silence right now for those people who have been affected and have had their lives taken from them just within this last year, for not even just the new war going on right now in Israel, but also, again, for Russia people, that war, and Ukraine, and yeah, let's just take 5 seconds, a moment of silence. Ashe. All right, y'all. Well, make sure you tune in, share this shit, like it, comment, make sure you follow. I will talk to you all next week. Have a great weekend and be kind to one another. Bye.